I think it was 2 weeks ago, we covered Anthropic's Mythos AI, which is considered the most powerful, and it quote served as a major security risk, sorry, unquote, to pretty much everyone on the planet. Was basically how they said it. So it got released to the public, sort of as like a nerfed version. It was immediately pulled from the market within like 24 hours by the Trump administration. And this is Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei. He says testing Mythos companies testing Mythos warned it was a super weapon and said it should require a gun license. So shortly after I read that story, I said, "Yeah, you'll probably need a license to operate these AI." And yeah, big surprise, you know, again, which, poof, that's sick shit. That's just sad. Honestly, of all the things that I expected, I somehow I didn't land with you needing a license to use AI. But it's genius for them. It's smart for them. It's a great way to track what everyone's doing all the time. I wonder if that'll apply to private models. So, at that same week or the week before, PewDiePie, who, if you don't know who he is, you live under a rock, he was one of the most famous YouTubers on the planet. He kind of made it mainstream. And he retired, started a family in Japan, and he's kind of gone on this like weird journey of building an AI army in his own basement. And he released the model. And I'm gonna drink this coffee here. Give me a second. Don't mind the silence. He released his own models. I believe it's a combination, and they were actually operating at an extremely high level, better than some of the mainstream models. My question is, as far as I know, with the law, you don't need you wouldn't. It would be impossible for them to require you to need a license for building and operating those models, but it's not entirely impossible. The current government constantly just says it's a national security issue and then fucking controls you. That's literally what they've done 24/7. It's a national security issue, boom, they just take control and do whatever they want. So I can see them doing it. And most likely, as these models get stronger and stronger, you'll need a license to use them, a license to use AI. That's how it'll operate. Which again, it's a way to track what you're doing with them at all times. Ugh. Ugh. All right. A long time ago, we covered a story in which Sora, which is the video generating AI model for ChatGPT, or OpenAI, sorry, they said they were closing up shop and that Disney was closing a deal they had announced. Now, funny enough, my co host at the time said that he thought this meant that Disney was buying the model behind closed doors, which is extremely illegal, by the way. I think, pretty sure it's illegal. And recently, Disney put out this trailer. I don't know if we'd get copyrighted for watching a trailer. I'm not going to play it just in case, actually. But I'll just show you some stills. I'll like drag through it. And this looks exactly like the videos that were being generated by Sora. Exactly like them. I believe this movie is about a witch. Some shit. It's called Hexed. And yeah, it looks the exact same. I think he may have been right. I think they may have bought the model off OpenAI. They probably bought it because they didn't want the competition. They didn't want people generating their own cartoons like this. God, Disney's such a scumbag company, man. The other thing people pointed out, if it's not, AI generated, but most people do think it is that the all of the focus for this movie is center frame, which is another AI feature. AI fucking loves to do that. It's a common trope. It's how you can tell something's AI. You can see as if you're only listening, you know, all of the focus of everything that's going on is directly center frame. Which, if you haven't noticed, is kind of starting to become a little main feature in most movies because of their use of AI. where everything in the center is the focal point, and then everything on the sides is blurred. You can still kind of see it here, even in an animated movie. So the people are saying that this is either AI generated, probably is, or they did this intentionally, specifically so that it can be broken up into shorts, short form media, and put on like Instagram and TikTok for advertising. Honestly, the best way to tell if that's true is we'll have to wait till the movie comes out. But there's a specific way you pace your long form content. We did it on accidentally on the show, but you pace your long form content so that it can be broken up efficiently into short form content. But yeah, you may have been right. This may have been this may be completely generated by Sora, the AI model, video model made by OpenAI, sold behind closed doors, and they just didn't want you guys to know because they know how much hatred there is for AI generated content. I don't know. It's weird. Honestly, this makes me really sad because if it's not AI generated, if it's just the focal point is in the center specifically for the short form content, because the movie Mad Max, not, yeah, the movie Mad Max did this specific technique when it came to putting it together in which the flow of the content, the focal point, moves left to right. Instead of normally things kind of skip around and your eyes are darting back and forth, it moved left to right smoothly, and it actually made it extremely pleasant for your eyes. But this is like, you know, super autist fucking focused, and I imagine it's probably also made for the ADHD crowd, but we'll see. Oh, I don't know. Very possible that it's just AI generated or specifically generated for short form media. It would be crazy. I don't know if that's illegal or not.